Now, have you ever had that moment where you are outside, bored out of your mind, and suddenly think, man, I could be gaming right now? And that's why remote desktop gaming has become such a huge thing lately. The idea of turning your phone or tablet into a portable version of your gaming PC honestly feels super futuristic. But here is the catch. Most app makes you suffer a little first. Like Moonlight gives incredible quality, but setting it up remotely can feel like hacking into NASA. Parsec is probably the easiest one to get started with, and the responsiveness is honestly impressive. But once you dig deeper, a few of the more advanced features start asking for a subscription, and there is still no support for iOS devices. And that's exactly why StarDesk surprised me so much. It's free, crazy smooth, supports stuff like 4K 144Hz streaming, and somehow manages to feel both powerful and stupidly easy to use at the same time. So in today's video, we are putting StarDesk, Parsec and Moonlight head to head to find out which one is the best free remote desktop app for gaming in 2026. Excited? So let's get started. Now the biggest thing that makes or breaks remote gaming is latency. The second your input feels delayed, even a little, the whole experience starts feeling weird. And in games like racing games, shooters or platformers, that tiny delay can ruin everything pretty quickly. Moonlight is honestly amazing when you are on the same Wi-Fi network. It feels super close to native gameplay, which is why so many enthusiasts loved it. Input feels instant, gameplay stays smooth, and overall it's a fantastic experience. But once you try connecting remotely over the internet, things get a lot more technical. It works great when everything is configured properly, but setting it up can sometimes feel like you're accidentally become your own IT department. On the other hand, Parsec has always focused heavily on latency, and it still feels incredibly snappy today. Mouse movement is fast, controller inputs register instantly, and competitive games feel smooth enough that you can actually rely on your reaction. For esports style gaming, it's still one of the best options out there. But honestly, StarDesk surprises me the most because it somehow manages to feel both super simple and ridiculously fast at the same time. It uses its own ultra-low latency peer-to-peer system, so your phone or tablet almost feels directly connected to your gaming PC. We are talking under 15 millisecond latency at 4K 144Hz, and weirdly enough, it actually feels local while gaming. Now Moonlight already supports 4K HDR at 120 FPS, which is impressive. But StarDesk pushes things even further with 4K 144 FPS streaming and feels a lot less sensitive to unstable connections. There is no weird stuttering, no noticeable delay during fast camera movement, and none of that jello compression effect you usually see in remote streams. Even when testing fast-paced shooters and racing games, the responsiveness stays shockingly smooth. It's one of those experiences where after a few minutes you almost forget you are streaming remotely at all. Now performance isn't just about responsiveness anymore. In 2026, visual quality matters just as much, especially now that people are streaming to high refresh rate phones, OLED tablets and HDR displays. A lot of remote desktop tools aggressively compress the image to save bandwidth, which destroys color accuracy and sharpness. Dark scenes become muddy, text look blurry, and fine details completely disappears. And this is one area where Moonlight has traditionally been extremely strong because it supports incredibly high bitrate and even AV1 encoding. If you have the right hardware and a stable network, Moonlight can produce stunning image quality. Parsec still looks good, but compared to Moonlight and StarDesk, it can sometimes feel more compressed at higher resolutions. StarDesk, however, manages to combine both excellent quality and smooth performance together. It supports native 444 color subsampling along with full 10-bit HDR streaming, which means color remain accurate, gradient looks smooth, and tiny details stay sharp even during motion. So whether you're exploring dark dungeons, playing cinematic AAA games, editing photos remotely, or simply enjoying the vibrant pixel art in Stardew Valley, everything looks crisp and surprisingly close to a direct monitor connection. Even small UI elements and text remain readable without the blurry remote desktop look most apps suffer from. Now honestly, there were moments where it became difficult to tell whether I was looking at a remote stream or my actual PC monitor. Another thing people massively underestimate with remote desktop apps is security. In 2026, remote access tools are no longer just gaming software. They also provide access to personal files, messages, work project, password, and private information. If the app isn't secure, that becomes a huge problem. And StarDesk clearly takes this seriously because its entire system is built around something called zero-knowledge architecture. Basically, that means even StarDesk itself can't see your session data. All connections are protected using AES 128 GCM encryption, which is the same level of encryption technology trusted by banks and enterprise systems worldwide. And the impressive part is that despite all this encryption happening in the background, the app still maintains extremely low latency and high responsiveness. But my favorite security feature is easily privacy mode. And the funny part is, Parsec makes you pay for this feature. Moonlight doesn't even have it, while StarDesk just gives it to you for free. With a single click, StarDesk can completely black out your physical monitor at home while you are remotely connected. That means if you are accessing your PC from a cafe, office, college or public place, nobody near your PC can see what you're doing. So whether you're gaming, working or accessing sensitive files, your screen stays completely private. It's one of those small features that feels super useful once you give it a try. Now finally, we need to talk about pricing because this is where StarDesk become even more impressive. Parsec still offers a free version, but many advanced features like enhanced color support, multi-monitor workflows and professional-grade streaming tools are part of its paid plan. Moonlight is technically completely free since it is open source, but the complicated setup process can easily push away casual users who just want something simple that works. But StarDesk somehow manages to sit perfectly between those two worlds. Right now, during its early access phase, it's completely free while still offering premium level features like 4K 144Hz streaming, HDR support, peer-to-peer direct connection, custom mobile key mapping, multi-monitor support, privacy mode, fast file transfer, and the list is long. That combination is honestly what makes it stand out so much. It delivers the simplicity people love about Parsec while also offer the visual quality and advanced capabilities enthusiasts usually chase in Moonlight. So at the end of the day, all three tools are genuinely good in their own ways. But if you want the best balance of performance, visual quality, security, modern feature, and an experience that simply works without making you feel like a network engineer, StarDesk honestly feels like the best overall option right now.